Hey everyone, and welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all doing well. This is my first video of 2021. I can't quite believe that I can say that. I feel like it's still 2020. It's very strange, but yeah. Hello, welcome back. I am so glad to be back and filming again. If you are a returning subscriber, thank you so much for coming back and watching this video. And if you are new here, please don't forget to subscribe. I upload videos every week on literally anything, so it would be great to have you on board. For today's video, I was really struggling for ideas in terms of like what to film. Like I had a complete like mind blank and just didn't really know what I wanted to film or like kind of show as like my first video. So I thought it'd be a nice idea just to sit down and do like a chatty get ready with me for my daily walk, because let's face it, we aren't doing anything else at the moment. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do, just be chatting about, you know, my goals and manifesting and all this other good stuff. So yeah, it's going to be really chilled, really casual, just sitting, chatting, getting ready. And yeah, I saw Molly May do this video the other day and I really enjoyed watching it. I do really enjoy watching people do their get ready with me, so I just thought it'd be a really nice idea to kind of do one of those today. So yeah, if you want to see what kind of makeup look I'm going to create, please keep watching. Okay, so I'll try and make sure that I'm telling you all the products and stuff that I'm using, but everything that I do use will be linked in the description. As always, I'm literally just going in with my NYX primer. Please ignore this hand situation. I don't know what it is, but when I tan, my hands either go like this or there's just no colour on them whatsoever and they just look ridiculous. So we're just, you know, we're just going to go with it, but it's not really ideal, is it? So yeah, it is finally 2021. I don't really know what we were expecting coming into this year. I didn't really think that it was going to be any different. I am one of those people that was just like, I don't know, this whole corona thing is just really, I don't know whether that's just me, but personally I feel like it's a lot more out of control than it was the first time, which is a little bit scary. But I'm hoping that with like the vaccine and stuff, and now that they're finally like deciding to close borders and do tests on people before they come into the country, I think that's just gonna really help. I'm using the NYX Born to Glow foundation in the shade Nude. I've only tried this a few times, but I actually really like it, so thought I would use this today. But yeah, how is everyone else doing? How was your first week of 2021? If I'm honest, mine wasn't the best. I'm not gonna lie. I put a lot of pressure on myself. Yeah, I put a lot of pressure on myself for this week to be like the most productive week of my entire life, and to be completely honest, that has not happened whatsoever. I told myself I was going to get up every morning and do a workout, and I was going to eat like really healthy meals for like breakfast, lunch and dinner. And although I've done it to an extent, I probably haven't done it as much as I wanted, and then I end up beating myself up about it. So yeah, that's been great. But yeah, I just feel like the first week of January in a new year is always, I find it quite overwhelming, because I feel like I need to do everything. I need to write my goals, I need to change my mindset, I need to do this, I need to do that. And in reality, like, you don't need to have done that by the 4th of Jan or the first Monday in January. It's one of those things that you can just like take your time with and build your goals over time. And you know, if you're wanting to get fit and healthy, you do it gradually. You don't just jump into doing like 4-hour workouts every single day, because it's just going to make you feel rubbish. So yeah, as I said, my week was a lot of pressure on myself. I don't know whether that's just me. Let me know down below in the comments if you're one of those people that like puts unnecessary pressure on themselves to have completed everything by the end of January, because that was where I was at the beginning of the week. And as I said, it hasn't gone the way I wanted, and it kind of flips me out a little bit, because I feel like, oh well, if this week's gone, you know, to shit, what's the rest of the year going to be like? And my mind like goes into overdrive, and it's so annoying, because I'm like, just calm down. Like, you've got 300 or what is it, like 50 weeks left of the year. You're alright. So as always, I am using my NYX Born to Glow concealer. I love this concealer. It's the best concealer ever, and I'm literally obsessed. So obviously that is what I'm going to be using. Yeah, I hope all of your weeks have been maybe less stressful than mine, but if they haven't, that's cool. We're all in it together, you know what I mean? If you've had a bit of a stressful week, that's fine. If you've put pressure on yourself for this week as well, like, don't. Like, that is the only advice I can give you. Like, don't stress about the things that you haven't done. Like, try and focus on all the things that you did manage to do. Like, get through the first week of work, or, you know, getting through each day right now is like is a big thing. So don't be too hard on yourself if you haven't done the things that you'd set out to do in the week, because we've got time, you know, we aren't in a rush to be doing anything, and I don't want you all to feel like you need to be doing certain things by certain times. I tend to put a lot of pressure on myself in terms of like my life goals. So I feel like I'm 25, I should have a house and I should be married and I should have kids. And again, last year that was something that really consumed me. Like, I was so fixated on all of the things that I hadn't achieved because of my age or because of the qualifications that I had. I felt like I should be further along in what I was doing. And if I'm honest, the only person that you're like hurting is yourself, because no one else really gives a shit where you are with your job or whether you've bought a house or not. Like, all that pressure that you're putting on yourself is for you. No one else is putting that pressure on you to do all those things. And at the end of the day, it makes you feel really, really horrific about yourself when you don't need to. So that's another tip. If you're putting pressure on yourself because of your age and where you feel like you should be, just take a step back and remember, like, everyone is where they're meant to be right now, and where you will, you know, where you're meant to be, you will get there. So chill.
Relax.
I also wanted to like touch on like the whole, like the exercise thing for January, because I don't know about you, but I've seen a lot of not disturbing but like really not very helpful articles on like Twitter and stuff about, oh, you know, feeling guilty because you haven't lost your Christmas weight yet. Well, join this diet and do this juice cleanse, and, you know, do these workouts for 4 weeks and you'll have a six-pack. Like, firstly, you exercise if you want to exercise. Don't exercise because society is telling you that you should be exercising. For me, I enjoy exercise. I try and do it like 3 times a week. If there's a day that I don't feel like doing it, I don't. And before, I used to really beat myself up about this kind of stuff, and now I'm just like, whatever. If I feel like I don't want to, I'm not going to force it, because I feel like that workout then, I don't get the same buzz out of a workout I do when I really want to do one, if that makes sense. If you want to get fit and healthy, that is fab, but all you'll need to do is go for walks, or, you know, make sure you're getting lots of fruit and veg and meat if you eat meat, or any of that good stuff. You don't need to be doing any of these kind of like juice cleanses or skinny teas or anything, because they are not good for you. I hate people that promote them. A lot of, you know, influencers with a big following will have, you know, vulnerable younger girls on their following, watching them use these products and thinking, well, if she looks like that, that's what I need to take to look like that or have that body. And that isn't good, because most of the time as well, they don't even use them. But yeah, I could talk about that all day, because I don't know, I just think it's really bad. Also, I've just used my Too Faced bronzer as always. Just going in now with my California blush as always. It's the only blush I ever use. So another thing that I did actually tick off of my list was to order myself a planner, because I am one of these people that likes to write stuff down. I get a lot of satisfaction out of ticking things off and crossing them out when they're done. So I really wanted to invest this year in a really nice planner, and I actually ordered one off of a website called Papier, I think it's called. I will link them down below in the description. But the planners they have are so pretty. You can like personalize them. They are just so nice. So I actually purchased one off of there. As I said, I will leave the I'll leave the link down below in the description box, and you can check them out because they are unreal. But yeah, so that is coming next week, because I'm looking to basically have a planner that I can write my goals in for the month and not be so overwhelmed by the ones that I have for the year as like my only set goals, if that makes sense. I want to have like more manageable ones to have throughout each month, rather than having like my big goals for the year and just having those are the only ones that I have to work towards, because again, the pressure is gonna vamp up and I'll probably end up crying that I haven't met any of them. I also actually started making myself a manifestation board. I've seen a lot of people kind of jumping on this hype on Instagram and YouTube, and I just thought it's such a nice idea. As I said, we aren't really doing a lot at the moment. Like, we aren't going out, we aren't going for food, we aren't meeting up with friends, and I think it's one of those things that you can really like put your all into. You can like totally make it your own. No one's going to judge because it's yours. You put whatever you want on there, and I just thought it was a really nice idea. So I actually printed off a load of pictures, and I got all of my pictures, I think, from Pinterest, and basically just bought a board from like B&M, stuck all the pictures on, and it looks so cute. So for me, I kind of like split my board up into like 4 sections. So I had like a career section, a travel section, a sort of personal like hobby section, and a YouTube section. So my board was kind of divided into 4, and basically I just found pictures that for me were like really motivating, or I put influencers on my vision board that I really looked up to, or ones that I really enjoy watching. I just think it's a really nice idea to kind of remind yourself that you're working towards something. Like, this is the kind of house that I want to get, or this is the sort of, you know, channel that I want my channel to be like, if that makes sense. So yeah, I really enjoy making that, and I urge anyone to do it because it's a really fun task. I'm quite a creative person, so things like that and putting it together and putting my own stamp on it was a really enjoyable thing to do. And yeah, I just really enjoyed doing it. If anyone is looking for a task during lockdown, or a hobby or a little project to do during lockdown, I can highly recommend like a manifestation vision board, because I thoroughly enjoyed making mine. In terms of mascara, I'm just using the Maybelline Sensational. This is the only mascara I ever use, and it's amazing. And then my highlight was obviously my Doll Beauty. It was featured in my 2020 favourites, and I'm obsessed. But yeah, they're the kinds of things that I've been working on over the last kind of couple of weeks. I just really want to try and like make this year as best as possible, as good as possible, as positive as possible, because I feel like last year I kind of lost myself a bit and kind of lost my focus on what I wanted from life and what I was kind of expecting things to be like, and I really just wanted to make sure that I didn't kind of get into that problem again, because it just wasn't nice, you know. It wasn't a nice feeling to be constantly doubting myself and constantly worrying, like, where am I going, what am I doing with my life, I should be doing this, I should be doing that. So I really wanted to make sure that I had realistic expectations for the year, realistic expectations for myself, and to try and not get carried away and consumed by what everyone else is doing, everyone else's successes, where everyone is in their life, because everyone is different. And yeah, that was something that I really let affect me last year. So I really just want to make sure that that doesn't happen again, and that I stay true to who I am, I stay true to what I know, and just focus on myself. I also think that changing up who I'm, you know, giving my attention to on social media, so in terms of people I watch on YouTube or accounts that I follow on Instagram, I have removed a lot of people from my Instagram, because they're kinds of accounts that I look at and think, oh, like, every time I go on that account I feel deflated, and I don't want to have accounts like that on my Instagram. I want to have accounts that I'm following that I'm like, oh wow, like, I really like what she's doing and her outfits and stuff. So if you are that kind of person that's on Instagram but finding that they are comparing a lot or being hard on themselves when they look at this person's profile, remove them, because it's not going to do you any favours, believe me. So yeah, that's been something that I really wanted to kind of change for the year as well, and just put myself in a really positive bubble. I'm going to do my brows off camera because doing it on my videos gives me anxiety. Okay, so my brows are done and my makeup is finished. As I said, I'm only going on like my daily walk, so I've just done like a nice natural dewy face, which is pretty much my go-to anyway. But yeah, that is it for this video. I really hope that you enjoyed me kind of rambling on about my goals and my plans for the year, and whatever else whilst painting my face. I just really wanted to kind of put this video together because if anyone is kind of feeling a bit deflated or feeling a bit lost that they haven't sort of got everything together yet and don't really know how to kind of get started, I just wanted to do this video to make you realize that you're not by yourself, and there'll be a lot of other people who are in exactly the same sort of headspace and mind space as you. Take it day by day. If you want to write a goal per day, you do that. If you want to exercise 1 time a week, you do that. Just make sure that you're living your life for you. Make sure that you aren't living your life for someone else, or living your life for Instagram pictures, or living your life for YouTube videos. Just enjoy yourself. Don't put too much pressure on yourself, and just remember that your life is yours. You make it what you want, and just enjoy the journey. That is what I'm trying to really fixate in my mind at the moment, that this is where I'm meant to be, this is the path that I'm meant to be on, and I will get to where I want to get to eventually. So yeah, I really hope that you enjoyed. If you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. But that's it from me. I really hope that you enjoyed, and I will see you all very soon with a brand new video. Bye!